everyone, this is Kiwi McDonald here, and today we're going to be playing Beat Saber. And while I'm playing, I'm going to be talking about my experience with the game, how I started, and how I ended up where I am today. The first song we're going to be playing is called Escape, and we're going to be playing Expert Plus because this is the song that really started it all for me. Before I started playing the game myself, I would see videos of it on YouTube and watch other people play. And I always thought about how cool it looked and how much I really wanted to play for myself. Once I got my own Oculus Quest 2, I downloaded the demo and would play the demo on repeat because it was so much fun and I really wanted to buy the full game, but I didn't have the money for it at the time. This song was the song that was on the demo, which is why I said that it's the song that started it all, because it was the only song that I would play for weeks at a time. One day, I was able to share the demo game with my brother, and he really wanted to try and play more songs, so he ended up buying the full game for me. After that, we would go back and forth on hard level songs and try and beat each other's scores, while each of us were playing for the first time. I noticed that even though it was my first time playing a whole bunch of new songs on hard difficulty, that I was really good and I instantly became obsessed with the game. After that, I would play the game daily for multiple hours at a time trying to get better. After trying pretty much all of the songs on hard mode, I noticed a significant increase in my skill level and decided to move up to expert levels. After I tried moving to expert, that's when I really started to struggle, since I noticed it was significantly faster and there was a lot more blocks than hard. However, even though I struggled, I continued to play the songs on repeat, practicing and practicing until I was able to beat them. Once I realized I could be expert, I tried moving to expert plus, but noticed that they were too hard for me. So instead of playing expert, which was too easy, and expert plus, which was too hard, I simply sped up the songs on expert. So that way, even though it was the same song and the same map, it was a faster speed, which made it harder for me to hit all of the blocks, but it also allowed me to train my eyes so that I was able to process the faster block speed. After I continued playing and getting better, I noticed a few things. First thing that I realized was that each song had their own style and challenges to beat. For example, some songs would appear faster, some songs would appear to have more blocks, and some songs would just have more movement associated with them. Another thing that I realized was that pretty much all of the Camellia songs were at a higher difficulty, even though it was the same difficulty as the other songs. So I know that sounds a little bit weird, but for me at least, I noticed that if I was able to beat every single song in the OSTs on expert, I was still only able to beat the Camellia songs on hard. So even though I was at an expert level, I was only able to do hard on the Camellia songs. So what I would do was I would beat all of the other OST songs on, say, expert or expert plus, and then after I was comfortably able to do that, I would move to the Camellia pack and try and beat those songs at the lower difficulty. Another thing that I tried while trying to get better was messing with some of the multipliers that the game has, whether that be faster song or smaller block and a pro mode. Those are really the main ones that I try, but they have a bunch of different multipliers that make the game harder and just give it a different feel. Going on with that, they also have different types of levels for certain songs, whether that be a 1 saber level, a 90 degree, or a 360 degree level. I feel that those are each their own level and they each come with their own difficulties. Another thing I found that helped me was playing the Expert Plus levels specifically at a slower speed and then slowly move up. So, for example, when playing the song Cycle Hit, which is what I'm playing now, I would go into the practice mode and move the speed meter all the way down to 50%. And I would play it and learn where the blocks were and how to hit them first. And then I would slowly move the speed meter up, whether it be by increments of 5 or 10, until I was comfortably able to do each of those speeds. And then I would move up to 100 and would be able to do the whole song. This next tip isn't exactly something that you need to do, but I found that buying the other music packs associated in Beat Saber really helped because, like I mentioned before, each song has its own difficulties, and so the more songs that you own means the more practice you're able to get with different songs and different maps. Another tip I can give is to play the campaign. While a lot of people think that the campaign mode is really boring, which honestly I think it is too, especially towards the beginning, once you move up the campaign and get towards those higher levels, they have a lot of different goals which make the normal levels more fun, and it lets you play the songs with a different goal in mind rather than just beating the song like in the normal Beat Saber mode. Overall, every day I'm continuously learning and trying to improve on my different skill sets. And while it may look impossible at first to play such fast songs like Expert Plus, just keep in mind that if you keep at it, you will eventually get used to it and you will be able to play faster songs than you could ever imagine. I've been playing Beat Saber for almost a year now, and there's still so much I can do to improve, and I'm working on every day. So don't get discouraged if you feel like you're not growing fast enough. And just keep at it and you'll get better. Once I got to this part in the song, I got frustrated and sort of ended it prematurely. So that's all for this video. Thank you all so much for watching and listening to my story. And tell me about your progress in the comments. I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.